If you love the hanging dove on the hoop, this is your opportunity to give it a try on the hammock. Hi, Aerialists!
We're on the hammock this week trying that hanging dove we did. It's a pretty pose. It takes a little bit of grip strength, so definitely make sure you have that don't train pole before you do this routine or you'll struggle a little bit like I did. But you know, otherwise it's pretty chill. Maybe you have to turn your hips out a little bit, just like with the other hanging dove kind of pose that we did. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. On this channel, we talk all things aerial and we break down different routines every week across 4 different apparatuses: aerial hoop, hammock, silks, and pole. So if you practice any of these apparatuses, especially at home, subscribe to the channel. It's a great resource to have whenever you're training.
Yeah, and if you know other aerial friends who are always looking for resources to help them with their individual training, please feel free to share the channel with them, invite them to join. We'd love to have them as part of our community.
Great. Now, before we start, let's do a quick safety check. Let's start by checking our equipment. Make sure everything is okay with your rigging and stuff. Make sure you have resin if you need. Like I mentioned, this is kind of taxing on your grip strength if you're not used to that, so having that would be handy. Make sure that you have a crash mat. Don't practice without one under any circumstances, and make sure that you warm up well and cool down well before and after you practice aerial at all times. For this routine, we are turning out just a bit, so your back, you might feel it in your back and also in your hips, depending on where you are more flexible. So make sure you warm up both of those areas pretty well. If you're looking for warm-up ideas, you can find them in a playlist, which we'll leave right up here. If you haven't warmed up as yet, go do that first, then come back to this routine to try. Make sure that you're wearing the right clothing for this routine. I mean, I tried it in shorts. I think it'd be fine, but if you make a little error, you might get like burned by the fabric. So to be safe, leggings are recommended. We are wearing like stockings, and that seems to be fine. And if you follow the cues that we give you, that will help as well. So, you know, just choose something that you're comfortable with, keeping in mind that your legs have a lot of contact with the fabric sliding. Make sure that you have your spotting buddy. Make sure that you have someone to train with, so they can be your GPS in the air and be your cheerleader. And if something happens, they're there to call someone or assist you.
If you cannot find the music synced up to this video, this is a tutorial video to help you better understand how we do the poses and the transitions that we do between poses. But we did leave you a short synced up to the music right up here. And we also always welcome you to come back to the channel on Friday. On Friday, we release a YouTube video where you can see both of us doing the same routine to the music. So you can see what it looks like when 2 people do the same routine, and that there may be little differences, and that's okay. We will also leave you a link to the song that we use along with the time in which we get started down in the description below, so you know exactly what song we're using and exactly what time we're starting with the routine.
Now that we've covered everything, let's get started!
Hello, Aerial Besties! Karina is here. She's going to show us what we need to do for this hammock routine today. So we're starting with an open hammock. So Karina needs to make sure that the poles are both separated and that the hammock itself is not looped. When she does that, when she's done doing that, she's gonna step one of her legs into the hammock. So step 1 foot in. So she's stepping and she's not fully covering her foot. It's kind of just covering up until maybe right before her heel. Then she's gonna kick it out. And in order to make sure that you have both poles, make sure you put the fabric on the same side as your leg, not on the opposite side. So make sure you have both poles. And you're not holding the pole itself, you're actually just holding a little bit of the fabric. So kind of think about aerial hammock where you hold the side of the fabric before you're entering it. That's what you're doing. From there, you're going to swing right and pivot off of your right leg. And as you do that, the hammock should fly with you as you pick up spin. From there, you lift your leg and you're gonna kind of bend it at the knee and just lean back. So after the wave, you're going to be turning out towards the leg of that is stepped in the hammock, and you're going to turn your chest out to get into this back bendy like shape and hold that for a bit. Then you can turn back toward the hammock. Yeah. So then you turn back toward the hammock, and then you're going to make sure that you insert your leg between both poles. Now your leg will be between that open fabric, so you're going to reach from the outside to separate it, bring that fabric over to the other side, step through, and then you're going to come down, making sure that the hammock is under your armpit and also a little across your back. And make sure that you're not directly on, your foot is not directly under the rigging point, rather it's a little bit more to the side as you kick that leg that is in the hammock out. From there, this is where you're going to add spin by swinging right and pivoting off of that other leg, your right leg. From there, you're going to pull yourself back into the hammock with that piece supporting you and do a little extension here. Okay. From here, you're going to reach with your top hand and you're going to do twisted or flamenco grip. And then your lower hand will reach behind you. You're going to lift the fabric up and you're going to make sure you insert your hand between the space that's between like your body and your leg. And then you're going to grab the other pole on the other side. From here, it's kind of a push-pull motion. So you're pulling down with your top arm, pushing with the other, and you release your leg. From there, you're going to tuck your legs and you're going to insert them, make sure they're on your hand. And also there's some point of contact on the pole. You'll release one of your legs and then you're going to turn out towards your rat arm. From there, you're going to release your hand under your leg and slide down, and you can do a little extension here. And that is the end of the routine.
That was so much fun. Thank you guys for training with us today. If you're looking to continue training, check out the routine we're leaving on screen for you. It's a lot of splits and straddles, all for a low ceiling. So we'll leave the dance video on top and we'll leave the tutorial at the bottom. And until next time,
Bye.
bye.